Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, as you guys can see up on the screen. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about Lululemon Athletica. This stock is obviously getting a lot of people talking, a lot of people wondering what is going on right now, not because of what it did during the day, during the trading day today on September 8th, but obviously, it opened a little bit under where it closed yesterday throughout the day. It traded down 1.5%. Not a terrible day, but definitely not a good day. You don't want to see, your big stocks down 1.5%, but after hours, this thing absolutely popped. Now, obviously, you can see at the top of the screen that they had their Q2 earnings call today. So you got to imagine the Q2 earnings call went pretty damn good, but what was the exact news? What was the exact earnings beat? What was the exact thing that is getting investors so excited? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video today, because this was a crazy pop after hours, an almost 14% gain that it's being able to hold very well right now. So yeah, we'll get into all of that. Definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We're getting very close to 1,100. It seems like we just got to 1,000. We're already closing in on 1,100. 2,000's that next big milestone. We can get there a little bit faster if you guys just help us out and click that subscribe button really quick, because I want to say it's like over 90% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. We get a lot of traffic from searches and stuff like that. So if we can start building up this subscriber base and getting those more consistent viewers, it helps me be able to branch out and make different kinds of content. And that's ultimately my goal for this channel. But with that being said, let's get right into this. So this is a crazy one, because we talk about a lot of big pops. We talk about a lot of big drops on this channel, but we don't usually get to talk about some of the bigger stocks, because usually the more volatile ones are the smaller market cap stocks. But Lululemon, ticker symbol LULU, I don't think I've said that yet, is a $50 billion market cap stock. This is a pretty decent sized stock. This is at least a medium, if not a large market cap stock. And the fact that it's up 13% in a single day, that is a very big deal. You don't often see companies this big having this big of moves. It's definitely anytime a 13%, 14% move is going to get people, turning their heads, looking over, seeing what's going on. But especially with a company this big, especially with a brand as well known as Lululemon is, in the clothing apparel industry. So yeah, kind of a really big deal. Obviously, also at $50 billion market cap, this is going to be a stock that more people are invested in, more people actually have heard of, as opposed to some of these tiny, biotech stocks that I talk about sometimes. So hopefully this means some of you guys were shareholders in Lulu. Hopefully some of you guys are feeling pretty good right now. Hopefully some of you guys are up pretty big. That's what I definitely hope for, and that would be great. So over the course of this last year, it's been pretty good overall for Lulu. Opening the year at 356, kind of dropping off in February, March a little bit, but since mid-May, things have been pretty good for Lulu. Over the course of the past 5 years, things have been very good. This graph looks so nice. Obviously, things did not go well during the beginning of COVID, but they were able to handle that very well. Crushing where they were in February by the time August came around, which is crazy. And then they've been doing pretty well since then. Lulu has done very well. They've been able to put up big crazy numbers. But the news for the most recent spike of what is actually going on today, this article is from CNBC.com talking about their earnings report, talking about the news, talking about why they were able to pop so much. Lululemon shares surge on earnings beat, hiked outlook as shoppers spend on workout apparel. So the key points here is, based on its current forecast, Lululemon is on track to surpass its 2023 revenue target by the end of this year, 2 years ahead of schedule. That is a massive insane deal. If you're investing in a company and you're looking for growth that you expect to see in a year, that you expect to see in 2 years, and you're seeing that growth now, and then you also still believe that this company can see further growth year over year into 2022, and then obviously even more growth into 2023, that changes the entire outlook of Lululemon as an investment. That changes the entire outlook on what the share price should be at this current time, what it could be in the future, what kind of returns you're expecting to see. It's going to change all the fundamentals, obviously, in terms of like PE and price to sales and everything that's going on for PE. It's just going to give you a whole different outlook, and it's really going to shake up the share price. Obviously, I'm sure some kind of crazy growth was priced in, because a lot of stocks are very overhyped and very overpriced right now. So maybe in a normal market, Lulu would have popped even further, but still, this is good to see when you are pricing in crazy growth, crazy sales, crazy revenue numbers, all that, and then some of that starts coming coming to fruition, even maybe more so than some of the biggest Lulu bulls even thought, that can be a very, very good sign, and obviously people can make a lot of money off that. In its fiscal second quarter, sales in North America rose 63% year over year, and were up 49% internationally. So obviously very, very good. You want to be doing good in North America, but it's always nice to see those international sales trending upwards as well. Lululemon shares surged more than 13% in extended trading Wednesday after the athletic apparel maker reported its second quarter earnings, and they topped the analyst expectations in both profit and revenue. Consumers are shopping Lululemon stores and the company's websites for its sports bras, jogger pants, and leggings for their stay-at-home wardrobes, but many are also seeking stretchy pants and comfortable clothing as they return to the office. The shift toward so-called athleisure is benefiting retailers such as Lululemon and Nike. Lululemon offered a better than expected outlook for the third quarter and for the fiscal year 2021, expecting momentum to build. Based on its current forecast, Lulu is now on track to surpass its 2023 revenue target by the end of this year. Again, that is great. That is awesome. That is amazing. Now getting into some of the more specific numbers. The CEO, Calvin McDonald, told analysts during an earnings conference call that the company will issue fresh financial targets after the holiday season. That is going to be a big, big deal. Once those numbers drop and people get more of an idea of what exactly the company is kind of thinking, that is definitely going to affect the share price. It could be good, it could be bad, but that's going to be a major, major catalyst to watch out for. If you're interested in Lulu, if you're invested in Lulu, you're definitely going to be watching out for those and definitely hoping, that Mr. McDonald here is going to shoot for the stars. But in terms of the EPS, it was $1.65 versus $1.19 expected. Revenue was $1.45 billion versus $1.34 billion. Revenue rose 61% from $902 million in the year ago period. And that was ahead of, obviously, the expectations that we just talked about. Sales in North America climbed 63%, and we're up 49% internationally. So many different good things going on here. And again, this obviously has investors excited. This thing is up after hours. It's holding the gains it had so far. It didn't just spike up and it's not giving it back. It's not trending down anything. This thing is still kind of trying to find that price point. Obviously, after hours isn't really the best time to do that. We'll have to see what this opens up at tomorrow morning, how it holds throughout the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month. Obviously, short term doesn't really matter that much in the stock market game. We'll have to see where this thing goes. But again, you'd rather see good news. You'd rather see, raising of outlooks, beating expectations, beating earnings, talking about how good things are going domestically and internationally, rather than, the latter. So there's still a lot of the story left to be told, but it does seem like things are going in the right direction. It will also be interesting to see how other stocks react to this news. Obviously, if Lulu is having increased sales, increased revenue, all this stuff, there can be some conclusions made about other companies as well that they might be doing well in terms of, apparel companies or athletic companies or, different kind of reopening plays or different kind of moves like that. So it'll be interesting to see what other kind of stocks react to this and how they kind of pop off and how their numbers shift and how things work out for them. But again, a very, very big day for Lululemon. I really hope that a lot of you guys made some money on this one. But either way, it's very, very interesting. And I can't wait to see kind of how this all settles, how this all plays out. But yeah, so far so good for Lulu after the quarter two earnings call today. Definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Lulu, the stock. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.